We are back with an episode of How Far Will My Car Go? It is 6:30 in the morning right now. My car is warming up so I can't see anything. Last that was happening was I was at 330 miles on no gas, according to my car. And now we gotta go to work. So here we go. Let's go. Hey, what did Toad ask for when he walked into the bar? A stool! Oh, 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 oh. It was like a vampire laugh. Let's go, I want to suck your blood! Wah-ha! Mamma mia! That's a spicy AB positive! Wah-ha-ha! Alright, so gas mileage dashboard is working again. Pulling an average of 38.2 at the moment, which is pretty nice. According to this, my range is 0 miles. And it started saying 0 miles at 326 miles. And we are now at 332.6 miles. Looks like we are in the red light district. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to review the Mario movie. I watched it last night with my princess. And I mean, there was no plot, guys. And I know what you're gonna say. Oh, it's a children's movie. Like, you don't need a plot. No. There can be a plot. Like, at the bare minimum, what I'm most disappointed by is it's called the Super Mario Brothers movie, right? So at the beginning, I get it. Mario is the one kind of like leading his little baby brother or whatever. But when Luigi landed in his haunted like I thought it was a haunted mansion area, and he was like chased after those skeletons, I thought, hey, this is a great opportunity for Luigi to grow some skill set. Some kind of skill set where he's on his own, he has to if he learns about something or whatever, because Mario was obviously getting the very direct, obvious trainer montage thing, which that's fine, but it's give Luigi something, give him something that he has to pick up on, that he has to learn. And so when they finally do come together, it requires the knowledge each of them have gained in their respective experiences to win. But they didn't do that. They even did the very predictable, oh, Luigi's falling to his death and Mario saves him. You know, they could have had Luigi rally the troops or something to have Luigi have a significant role. And I know they had him lift a manhole cover. Okay. That's very, very small mushrooms. And then it's okay, so they get the star power and they do beat Bowser. I do want to acknowledge Bowser is a tough monster. Mario Brothers get the superstar, and Bowser is still taking the hits. That's not actually, it's not like he died. He just got beat up. So Bowser is a toughie. But yeah, it's they both had the star power, and both brothers were basically fighting equally. And I mean, I guess you could just say, oh, that means that Luigi is just naturally more athletic. Even though that's not how they conveyed it when they were running through their home world. And so it's like, okay, so I guess the point of Mario doing all that training was to get to where he was at. So, I guess there was a purpose, but also felt purposeless in a way. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious what people around my age think. I'm a millennial. But also, yeah, the kids. You younger folk. Did you like it? Did you not have any issue? Because if not, I'm being curious just to hear your thoughts. Personally, as Mario, I feel like my brother should have gotten a little more screen time, and I didn't have to carry the show. It's not even named after me. It's like our last name is Mario, so it's like we both should have equal say in that. But yeah, let me know. And thanks for joining me in my musings. Bye-bye. Alright, we're at 337.8 miles. We are trucking along. Truck. I thought something said, like, there were 20 miles. There's a bus. I'm just going to slow down. I still hold cruise control, kind of like checks you a little bit. If I was like riding the gas, I would have been going a little faster, and I probably would have passed the bus. What was I saying? Beaches, 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 beaches. My wife actually made a peach cobbler crumble yesterday. It was pretty good. Yeah. So this Mario movie, I guess, in a way, it's like, okay, this movie had no plot, right? It was, as my wife put it, it was just one big ad. And I was also noticing, it's like, I haven't played them, but like I've seen cutscenes from the newer Mario video games, and like, as far as I could tell, it was like the same quality of graphics. There was no difference. And so it's like, is this Super Mario Brothers movie supposed to serve as prequel to the video games? Or is it just to serve as a fun little ad? Because if it's supposed to serve as a prequel, it's like, okay, so they're explaining why the Mario Brothers are dressed as they are, advertisement, marketing, makes as much sense as anything else. And Princess Peach is just there, and she was a baby that came from somewhere else. If I recall correctly, it was a sewer pipe, so that could mean she came from the human world. That would make sense, as much as anything else does. So yeah, so Peach is not a toad. She just kind of showed up. So it's like she could have just showed up in the Goomba kingdom. I guess the mystery is like, where did Peach come from? But it's like, it kind of doesn't make her, yeah, I guess there's the mystery of where she comes from. But it's like, well, Mario just fell down a pipe, so, and he was a grown young adult. Looks older with his mustache. He's a grown up, and he fell down the pipe. So it's like, I don't know, a baby could fall down a pipe. It's like, who was supervising her though? That was just disappointing. I don't really know what can be really said about the movie. It's an origin story. It tells us why Mario and Luigi are there. We are at 343.4 miles on no gas. Started at 326, where my car was like, hey, your gas meter is on 0, so you better step it up and go get some gas, bubba. So I should probably get some gas. if there's supposed to be 20 gallons in reserve, not 20 gallons, gosh, 20 gallons, holy crap, okay, 20 miles of range in reserve, we're probably being generous, so it was 326, so 346, and we're at 344.5. Where did that number come up? I don't know, I saw it in a TikTok. I've also been trying to use cruise control with fidelity. My car has a fancy mechanism that shows me a visual representation of how fuel efficient I am driving. There's a little meter that goes from 0 to 90 miles per gallon. And so I try to keep it at least at the 45 miles per gallon range as much as I can. So, we'll see what we can do. Got some cars coming up. Yeah, I can't. I'd be pushing it trying to like insert myself amongst these three. They're not doing anything wrong. They just all have the like relatively appropriate buffer between themselves. And I'm not going fast enough to warrant overtaking any of them. Alright, we're at 346. Oh, there they go. There's a car in front of me that seemed like he was gonna juke in front of me, but then he wasn't, and then he suddenly decided to. That's life. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Boop. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, here we go. It's a mixed bag. It's like I do want to find out the end range. I also, want to do it in the easiest going, least invasive way possible. But I also want to get to work. So, yeah. I don't know why we stop it. We're stopping a lot. Wow. Like, if we conked out right here, that would be fine, because there's a big breakdown lane. I just pull over. Well, we are soon to be off the highway. So it is interesting. It's like, okay, so I came down to an empty tank on my way home from work the other day. I was like just about to leave the highway and I got home, and now I've made it back to work again. Well, actually, we'll see. I'm almost back to work again. Still have not filled up. I feel like as a general rule of thumb, like, you shouldn't drive on empty. I should probably Google that, if that's bad for your car. But it is just, yeah, I'll Google that before, well, I guess either way I'll have to drive a little bit more, but I'll Google that. Don't want to create unnecessary problems for myself. Woo-hoo-hoo. We are here early today. Woo! I don't know. It's a little early for my blood. Man, this backlight is really good. Like, I can see through my window, but I guess the way the light refracts, it just kind of does its own thing. Not bad, not bad. Here we are. We made it to work on an empty tank, allegedly. Obviously, it's not empty since we're still moving. We're still rolling, moving, swinging around and driving through. Here we are for work. All right, well, I guess this was not the video, but thanks for coming along for the ride. And I guess I'll see you in some amount of hours. Bye-bye.